And that's just not a good direction for Democrats to be heading. They don't want anywhere else. This is a district that could go easily to the Republicans. A moderate to conservative district that was held by Republicans for 3 decades before Stupak came along.
So, Steve, I guess the big question is, did he retire on his own as he says, or was he forced out because of his controversial switch on healthcare reform?
Well, I think the fact that he made pretty much everybody angry at him at some point in the healthcare debate didn't help his prospects of getting reelected. But I agree with Juan. I mean, I think this is, in this political environment, a likely pickup for Republicans. George Bush won it in 2000 and 2004. Obama won it in 2008. But the district itself leans a little bit to the right. Charles?
This guy's political epitaph will read to be a good man who played over his head. He held out and then he got squeezed by the president and the speaker. He caved. And the worst part of it was he pretended that the instrument of surrender which he signed was actually a victory. It's a sad ending to a long career.
Topic 2, the terrible mine disaster in West Virginia this week, one of the worst in decades. The president will meet with top safety officials in Washington this coming week. Steve, can we ever make our mines safer, if not safe?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's one of those moments in Washington where everybody becomes a mine safety expert, mine safety advocate, and then we forget about it until the next tragedy.
One, it costs a lot of money to run a safe mine, and always money, is the bottom line for these guys. And so people will say, yeah, we have safety down there, but if they see a problem and somebody calls out the problem, they're seen as being a problem themselves because it means that you stop working and it costs money. And I don't know how you get around that. That's just a sad history of mine disasters in our country.
Charles?
But we don't know the details of what happened in that mine. We won't know for a while until there's an investigation. Look, it reminds us when we live in a highly advanced industrial society how all of us are living on because of the dedication and the courage of people who work in dangerous jobs that bring us cheap energy. And if I were the energy czar in the country, I had to choose between sending the people into mines or mining on the surface, which is ecologically much worse. I would choose the lives of the miners over a pleasant view.
A number of 2012 presidential possibilities are in New Orleans this week, and not all of them. Romney's not there, Peloni's there, but a number of possibilities are there. Talking to the Southern Republican Leadership Conference, including Sarah Palin, your thoughts about the group, the field, and about Palin and her dust-up with President Obama today.
Well, liberals, Democrats like to make her the opposition. I think it's it's a game they play. I don't think she'll be a serious candidate for the presidency. I think she has a lot of quality, but I think it will give her time. I think what we're going to see emerging in the next couple of years is the farm team joining the big leagues, Paul Ryan, Eric Canada, and one of the governors of Nick Daniels. We're going to see new names that are not yet national. And it's going to be a very strong team.
And what does that mean for people like Mitt Romney and Tim Peloni?
They might still be out there for 2012, but I think it's going to be really competitive. A lot of names that we don't imagine are going to be in the mix and at the top are going to be in the mix and at the top in 2012.
Well, I was struck by the angry rhetoric coming out of New Orleans. I guess it's just a follow-up to what Michelle Bachmann said doing earlier in the week. But it's just, it's all attack. At some point, Republicans have to talk about being constructive, doing something. And, so I was hoping, especially that, Newt Gingrich was down there, as you said, Paul Ryan. I think these are really smart people. But again, it's all about how to just hate on Obama.
You can do both. You can be angry, and you can also present alternative ideas. I think actually Newt Gingrich said that. He said it's time for the Republicans to be the party of yes. But there's a lot of anger out there, and I think there's a lot of focus out there. Interestingly, I think what we're going to start to see, starting now, is serious Republican candidates being the ones who are willing to tackle impediments. And interestingly, the ones that Charles mentioned, Paul Ryan, Eric Cantor, Mitch Daniels, stand out because they've indicated a willingness to really get serious about impediments. Quickly, Steve, what do you think that the president, in his interview with George Stephanopoulos today, is almost seeming to go out of his way to take a couple of shots at Sarah Palin? And is that an effort by Democrats to raise her up because they'd rather have her as the face of the Republican Party than somebody else?
And did that backflip?
You know, honestly, I think he was just answering the question. I didn't think it was anything that he sort of planned to do, but I thought it was beneath him. I mean, it was sort of a silly shot. And if he's going to challenge her on experience, I thought she was right today to take a shot right back at him on experience as a community organizer and as a part-time candidate.
And we got about a minute left, so real quick on this, we can't ignore Tiger Woods' return to golf after 2 rounds, and I must say, it was on in my office today. He's at 6 under and tied, I think, for 3rd place the last time I checked. What do you make of his return? And a very warm welcome at Augusta.
Well, he's doing well. I'm glad that we're talking about Tiger in the golf context, but that is not the lead. The lead is that I picked Lee Westwood in my brother's Masters pool, and he's tied for the lead right now.
Why?
Well, I don't know much about this golf. I'm just amazed that he's doing so well. To me, it's unbelievable. It's a great story. If he wins it, wouldn't that be an amazing story?
We can't ignore it. Why not? But since we're talking about it, look, he's a golfer. His private business was none of our business. I'm glad he's back on the course. And from what I can see, he golfs rather well.
You've come to that conclusion, have you? That's it for the panel. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to find out the real reason President Obama has canceled the program to send man back to the moon.
If you've taken your sleep aid and you're still fighting to sleep in the middle of the night, why would you go one more round using it? You don't need a rematch, but a rethink with Lunesta. Lunesta is different. It keys into receptors that support sleep, setting your sleep process in motion. Lunesta helps you get the restful sleep you need. When taking Lunesta, don't drive or operate machinery until you feel fully awake. Walking, eating, driving, or engaging in other activities while asleep without remembering it the next day have been reported. Abnormal behaviors may include aggressiveness, agitation, hallucinations, or confusion. In depressed patients, worsening of depression, including risk of suicide, may occur. Alcohol may increase these risks. Allergic reactions such as tongue or throat swelling occur rarely and may be fatal. Side effects may include unpleasant taste, headache, dizziness, and morning drowsiness. Stop fighting with your sleep. Get a free 7-night trial online and ask your doctor about switching to Lunesta. Discover a restful Lunesta night.
If you like crispy rotisserie chicken but find it impossible to make in your oven, and cooking with a regular pan just leads to a soggy bottom, then you're gonna love the 2-in-1 AeroCrisp roasting pan. Feast your eyes on this delicious rotisserie-style chicken with rice, done right in the oven. Watch how easy. Just fill this flavor infuser. Place your chicken on the suspension arm, and now you've got room below to add a side dish. Then pop it all in the oven. Like a rotisserie, AeroCrisp suspends the entire chicken in the air, allowing it to bake crisp and evenly, 360 degrees around. Bingo! A savory butter and herb chicken with roasted vegetables, cooked all at once. So tender and juicy, you'd swear it's rotisserie. Forget fighting for oven space or cleaning tons of pans. With AeroCrisp, you can bake complete family meals all in one pan. Like crispy lemon pepper chicken with stuffing, Italian herb chicken with vegetable medley, or zesty barbecue with roasted potatoes. It's like having 2 pans in one. AeroCrisp's detachable arm makes storing simple, plus it's non-stick and dishwasher safe. Why settle for soggy bottoms? Order the amazing 2-in-1 AeroCrisp roasting pan with cooking twine and our fast and easy recipe book for just $19.99. But wait, call now and we'll include this deluxe suspension arm to cook rotisserie-style roast beef, pork tenderloin, and more. Yours free. And there's still more. Smart shoppers receive this 6-piece stainless steel knife set free. Just pay processing and handling. It has everything for your new AeroCrisp roaster. Add it up, you get the 2-in-1 AeroCrisp roasting pan, 2 suspension arms, cookbook, cooking twine, and our 6-piece knife set. A whopping $100 value, all for just $19.99. Don't delay, order today.
Call 1-800-301-5176. That's 1-800-301-5176 and order AeroCrisp for just $19.99. This special TV offer is not available in any stores. So call 1-800-301-5176. Call now. Finally tonight, sometimes it seems President Obama can't win. When he announces an ambitious new program, he gets criticized. And when he cancels one, well, it's the same thing.
President Obama's 2011 budget scraps the Constellation program meant to return man to the moon by 2020. Well, we're not in space, so you can hear me scream, Obama! Why doesn't he want us to go back to the moon? Is it maybe because that's where he was really born?
And that special report for tonight. I'm Chris Wallace in Washington. I'll see you on